All right, so we are now in the inside of the Wallace. Just want to thank everybody once again. I'm pretty sure I did it already, but thank you again for coming in and checking out the channel, living in Katy, Texas, living in Katy, TX. So this is a Beazer property. It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, almost 2,500 square feet, and we're in the entryway. And as soon as you come in to the right, you have a closet, but if I zoom out, zoom up, outwards, zoom out to the wide angle, you'll see this is not a closet. Because closets don't have commodes, this is actually a restroom. So we're gonna check out this restroom. All right, little half bath. Little half bath action, all right. So this home is priced right, right under $370. I think it's $369 and some change. I do enjoy these faux blinds to the left here. Faux wood. Faux wood. It sounds like a very non-threatening neighborhood to live in. Love the drop zone. Love the drop zone. I'm not sure what's up with the internet because I couldn't get an internet connection in here, but right there, look at that. Somebody hit me up with the code. Garage door, single, spacious, 2. Opener, yes, got one of those. Echo, most likely. I'm gonna come over here and check this out for a second. Water heater, look at that. Because somebody wanted to see the water heater today. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not going to edit this video at all, but I've got to make sure. I gotta make sure you get everything. Full. Just know, look at the front door. Lovely. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and continue on. So to your right, you do have stairs. Upstairs will be the 3 bedrooms and a really large game room or a second living room. As you walk in, the living room, dining room, kitchen just opens up. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out just a little bit more for everybody to see this. Yes. Now, if you're sitting here and you're thinking, man, I really like this home, but I don't think I can afford it. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I definitely would encourage you to see about it. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I've been there before. Matter of fact, when we first started, I wish you could see my face. But I got this new DJI and I have not figured out how to work the front facing camera yet. So just imagine me telling you a story, making eye contact and smiling at times. Let me zoom in so you can see this. Lovely. So I remember when we first started looking for houses, my wife and I, years ago, we saw this lovely house. I mean, it was nice. Wrought iron, I think it had a wine cellar, man, everything that you never knew you needed. And we got around to trying to figure out what the price was. I really enjoy these white cabinets. You know, look at me open this up, see how that feels. Feels pretty good. Space. All right, I like the firmness. I'll zoom out some more, that's as far as I can go. Lots of space. Anyways, so we were looking at this house and it was great. Can you imagine? Sorry, I'm hopping from idea to idea. But can you imagine just doing some dishes? Some people like the single sink. Some people like the double sink. I like this one because it's deep. Look at that. Put my whole arm in there. There's a whole arm. Yep, yes. That's how you're gonna feel if you get past the closing table on this one. Anyway, so we're looking at a property and we fell in love with it. And what had happened was we checked the price on there after we fell in love with it and we saw it was $1 million property. Now, I'm gonna just be honest with you, our first house was not $1 million. And I don't know if I can afford, actually, I'm gonna be honest with you, I can't afford a $1 million house right now. But the first one that we looked at was $1 million property. His washer and dryers are included. I really enjoy how home builders are putting washers and dryers in there for us. Decent amount of space here. Probably put some clothes hampers. So if you got kiddos, multiple. Maybe the separate them by colors. Oh, look at that. Look at that. If I turn my flash on, it'd be great. I think this, nope, that's not the one. There's a light switch somewhere. Look, all right, look, there it goes. There it goes, boom. Let there be light. A lot of space in there. So back to the story that you didn't ask for. We fell in love with this awesome house. It was a Sitterly home. So any Sitterly fans out there, you're probably like, oh, I saw a Sitterly home and it was great. And you know what? We saw one too and it was nice. And then we saw the price. And the price wasn't nice. The price was a lot. And our first house was actually not $1 million, it was $167,000. It was the right house for us. We enjoyed it. We stayed in there for 3 years. We made, I think, $14,000 on there after we moved, but it was a great house and it wasn't $1 million. So I said all that to say this, check when you're financing, see what you can get financed for. There's a lot of options, a few options depending on where you are trying to go. You might have USDA loans. I know some friends or family members rather that currently looking at NACA loans. And the great thing about those is they are geared to make the American dream possible. Speaking of dream, I talked to Mitch outside, seems like a really nice guy. He lives across the street. And he tells me that the Blue Lagoon for Sunterra is gonna be open at the end of May. Here's the backyard, there's a big spider. Wait a minute, what? Welcome to Texas. There is a large spider right there. Don't let that mess you up though, you know? Pest control is easy to obtain because they will come and drop off so many flyers on your door as soon as you move in. I like that peaceful little drainage they got back there. They're gonna call it a stream, but it's really to make sure your house doesn't flood. And if you're wondering about flooding, it rained pretty heavily the past couple of days and there's no water in sight. So this is the primary bedroom. I'll say this in most videos, we no longer call it the master, all right? If you do accidentally call it the master, it's okay, you're forgiven. No one's gonna get upset. No one's gonna get upset, but if you wanna, be PC and accurate, it is the primary bedroom. Carpet. Am I the only one that walks across freshly vacuumed carpet with the lines and you feel bad, so you wanna take as few steps as possible? That's what I do. All right, restroom. Let's talk about what we like. I do like the dual vanities, and here's what I really enjoy. What's up, everybody? Forgive me for not having the Grigsby team fit on. And I should have said it before. Grigsby team has a new site out, and that is Cashback Home Buyers TX, where you can get your cash and your keys, or should I say your keys and your cash, meaning that when you close on a property using our services, you get rewarded for the work that you do. We'll talk more. You can visit the site and there's a great breakdown. I'm not gonna talk too much about it right now. What I was saying is I do enjoy the outlets on both sides. Everybody has a toothbrush. Not everybody, some people don't like brushing their teeth. I'm not one of them. But I have a toothbrush, it's electric. My wife has a toothbrush, it's electric. And this will keep you from having to, share an outlet. Got the commode, spacious. I do appreciate the door. If you don't have that open up relationship with your spouse, you have a nice door for privacy. Now let's look at this. Let's This is the primary closet. Nice carpet. Let me just back up some. Little shoe rack, or towels rather. Maybe I'm gonna say towels, yeah, towels, because that is, well, maybe some overflow, some sheets, because you have a closet right here, a little linen closet. Go back there. Sorry if I'm making you a little uneasy with the turns. There's space there. Nothing behind the door, but fairly decent amount. I could probably do one cartwheel in here without hitting my ankle on any of the walls. So I'm gonna go ahead and back out of there. Turn that light off, save me out of trouble. Stand up shower, good lighting, not mad at it. Towel going up, towel going up, boom. All right, let's go and check out the rest of the home. Normally if this was MTV Cribs, they would speed it up, but I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to edit this, so you might just have to deal with the meandering that you see now. I do like the pendants. What do you think about that? Let me know, let us know. Talk to us. Would you keep them? Would you leave them? I think they do a great job. I think it's classy. For all my Office fans, it's like when Jim put on the tuxedo. Classy. Classy. Clean, simple. Let's go upstairs. Now, if you have kids, depending on your parenting styles, you might hear a lot of running up and down these stairs, maybe not. And if you don't, maybe you just work out. Maybe you're working out on the stairs. Maybe you say, I don't want to go to the community center. Wait a minute, look at this. Look at this. Look at this space, OMG. Now again, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Sitting around 2,500 square feet. Gotta catch my breath, I'm not gonna lie, that was more than I expected. Those steps were more than I expected. But a lot of space here. Little TV outlet right there that you can check out. Maybe put a TV there. Sectional here, pool table, whatever you like to do. Whatever you like to do, you can do that because you got space to do that. I didn't show you the closet, but I don't think you want to see the closet. So we turn here and I'm imagining there's going to be 3 bedrooms because it's a 4-bedroom and we've only seen one. First to the right, we have our bathroom, dual vanity. Appreciate that. Because if you got kids, you're going to need a vanity. Even if you don't, if you just have family that's, you know, multi-generational family living with you, you're going to need it. Got the towel work. Keeping it consistent, bringing the towel up. Got an echo? Check. And look at this. Got your outlet. And another outlet. Got my fanny pack on today. I don't normally wear this fanny pack. I don't wear the fanny pack normally, but I need something to keep my stuff in, the DJI. All right. Boy, I was gonna say that I do enjoy this. Let me know what you think. Maybe you don't like it. Where else? I mean, the answer to the question would be, where else would you put it? Would you rather have this, or would you rather have only one outlet? Because I want to say those are your options, unless maybe it was right there. But I'm not a plumber and I'm not an electrician, though I know a few of both. And I would rather have that. But let me know. Maybe you would have something different, you know? Let me go ahead and zoom out of here. So I'm backing up. Hopefully that's not messing you up. And again, we are at a Beazer property. I would tell you the name of it, but I forgot. And it will be in the description. This is bedroom number 1 upstairs. Great space. Walking in, got a window, ceiling height. Just getting it done. Got 2 switches, one to control your fan and one your light. So when you install your ceiling fan, which I would definitely do that in every room because it's Texas. Yeah, you could switch it on, switch it off. And if you're looking for some extra cash to make some changes to your property once you move in, I would recommend purchasing your house with Cashback Homebuyers TX. Check out the website, Cashback Homebuyers TX, plug, and you can learn more about how you can get your keys and some cash at closing. It's a good space right there. If you're an adult, you're gonna put clothes in here. But if you're a kid with a great imagination, you're probably gonna make this into some kind of playroom, and that's okay. That's okay, all right? Now let's go ahead and just move on out. Move on out. And so that would be either 2 or 3, but I'm gonna go here first. That would be the next room. All right. So this one's a little bit, maybe a foot, less in length. But you probably won't notice it too much because you have your window and it opens the space up with the light that it allows in. Closet's a little bit smaller. I mean, you can walk in there, but you're not gonna be doing any cartwheels. So, think about that before you drop $369,000 on this house. But hey, look, what you can do is fit your clothes in there. And also, if you're like me, or like space, you can put another shelf right there. If you have little kids or short clothes, or you like to fold your clothes over your hangers. They won't drag the ground. All right, and this is the last room right here. Room number 4. Let's see if I can pan over that. If you're wondering what that is, it's not a hidden room, it's attic access. And there's a lock on there too. Look at that. That way the kiddos can't get in there and start reworking your air ducts. I'm kidding. I know y'all take care of y'all's kids and your family wouldn't do that, so that's not a realistic thing. The rest of the stuff I've said, like checking out Cashback Homebuyers TX, where you can get your keys and some cash at closing, is a real thing. I would definitely check that out. And 100% financing with I'm not sure about USDA loan in this area, but certainly you can look into NACA. And the great thing about NACA, besides the 100% financing or the no PMI, I'm gonna turn on some lights, is that you can also, if you've saved any money for your down payment, you can apply that to your loan and buy down your interest rate. Or, as you're seeing on a lot of these properties, new construction anyways, a lot of them are doing variable rates where your first year is maybe 3% less, and then your second year is 2% less than the market rate, and then your third year is 1% less. So it eases you in and gives you an opportunity, it gives buyers an opportunity to control their expenses and possibly refinance when the rates go down some more. I'll say some more, because they have gone down a little bit. So they go down some more. And you can be like me, except for you be the owner of this property, but you could be like me trying to figure out what light switch turns off what light. Always a fun thing. Going down. All right, so we're gonna find ourselves back in the main room where I'm going to end it. Well, I felt like I was cheating y'all if I didn't go outside and show you the view. Look at the sunset. Wait a minute, sunset. Wait a minute, hey. Looks like 4-size brick. Nice. This is a nice house. Mitch, you were right. So if you check out this video, Mitch, you're right. You told no lies, sir. I like this. So there you have it. I hope you like the tour. If you want more information, feel free to reach out to me. And yeah, I'm gonna go relax some more. I'm having a good day. It's tomorrow's Sunday. Find yourself somewhere and get your worship on. Matter of fact, don't even wait. Start praising right now, all right? But if you do want to know more about this property, feel free to contact me. Links are everywhere. Also, if you want to know more about how you get your keys and your cash with Cashback Homebuyers TX, go ahead and check that out. Cashback HomebuyersTX.com, presented by the Grigsby team. And I'm out.